Hello, beautiful and amazing people. Welcome again to Jambo Japan, and this is your host William. And today we're talking to you from Gion in Kyoto. As you know, Kyoto is the capital of the Japanese tradition and customs. And I wanted to just let you know about the Japanese attitude towards the masks. These masks. Everybody has a mask on standby, but they're not really wearing it as much because, as you can even see, the guy cycling behind me, no mask. Not so much into masks. First, I think it's very important. Number two, they don't want to be a problem to other people around. And you know the Japanese, it's not so much about them not getting it. It's more about not spreading it to other people because it's going to be a problem for other people. Apart from that, they're just mask free. The other thing about opening up the borders for foreign visitors, right now at the moment, I really don't see that happening soon. Because the way things stand right now, Japan is just overwhelmed. It's so overwhelmed, the hospitals are full, the heat stroke is really pushing the ambulances to the brink. They don't even have beds for inpatients anymore, so the ambulances have to keep rolling around with the patients looking for somewhere to put them in. And on top of that, adding on to the pressure of COVID patients, I just think they're too overwhelmed to let in any more visitors. And number two, even now at this point, this is happening with the native speakers, and explaining to them is a bit easier. Now you can try and imagine with all those international languages, and they have to make further arrangements for logistics, for linguistics. I don't think they're ready to take that step right now at the moment. The other thing I think is going to be a big problem about opening up is right now at the moment in Japan, when you get COVID, they give you a 10-day quarantine period. Now during this 10-day quarantine period, if you're living with your family or alone, you're not allowed to even go for shopping in the supermarket. Now what they do is the city where you live in arranges and delivers food for you for the first 10 days. But before they start delivering this food, the earliest the first delivery comes in is on the second day. After that, before that, they ask you to contact relatives or friends or workmates to help you make arrangements and have them delivered at your doorstep with no contact. Now, if you're a foreign visitor and you don't have any friends and you don't have any relatives here, I think that's going to be another problem for them on how to handle the situation. And I'm telling you, they're overwhelmed. Right now, at the moment, these people are overwhelmed. I just think they're doing a good job, but sometimes it just gets to you. Now, the other part about the masks part, most foreigners might feel uncomfortable using masks and all that stuff, but even the Japanese are not using it. But no matter how, even going into a convenience store and all that stuff, they have this thing called Meiwaku Taketaku Nai. They do not want to be bothered from it. Life in Japan, especially the employment place, they really pay you per day. And what happens is, if you're going to be resting for these 10 days, if you have insurance, they are well and good, they'll cover you for 60%. But if you don't have insurance, then that means 10 days without working. And I think life can really get difficult. The bills are just keep coming in, the bills keep coming in. And you can imagine putting your wife through the same quarantine and your children, 2 weeks of catching up in school is not an easy task. And then all that, nobody is going to be, in order for everybody else to come and settle and feel comfortable being around you, give it another 3 days. It's just a lot of hard work for just to wear a mask. It's too much just for wearing a mask. So I think everybody just prefers wearing a mask. And for the foreigners and the borders opening up, it still looks a bit quiet and not so much is happening. You can notice there are not so many foreigners. It's a bit quieter. You can also see the shops and the streets are not so busy. By now this place will be flowing with tourists. And I think they're missed, as according to the conversations I've had with people, they're really being missed. But again, if you have a family, then your family also has to quarantine for the same thing, and the school, around the people around the classroom have to be PCR. It's just a big problem. So just in order to avoid spreading this disease or getting this disease or being in any position where you're under scrutiny for this disease. They just better, wherever it's crowded, they'll just go for the mask. And then the other thing is, COVID is not going away, but for the government to find a tangible solution on how to deal with it, I think they're just going to keep being cautious about the borders. Now, what about this foreigners? Who is going to compensate them for 10 days and how are they going to handle everything? Furthermore, the hotel where they're living must be quarantined and all that stuff. I just don't see them opening up soon. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. See you and hope it's been helpful to you. Next time Japan opens, welcome and enjoy your trip in Japan. Bye bye for now and see you. Gotta go. Take care. Kyoto Tower. Kyoto Station.
Kyoto Station.